Hey friend, Brandy Falcon here, and I have a lovely, gentle, meditative yoga practice for you this morning that's going to address any stiffness you might be feeling first thing when you wake up. We usually have something, right? Whether it's a little tightness in the neck, shoulders, along the spine, in the hips, or even the feet. So as we work with the body to create more ease, and we do it in a mindful, meditative way, you'll also have the opportunity to let go in the heart and in the mind. And these may actually be the root places of this tension. So I'm hoping that you experience more ease with this practice and that it translates into your life and actually affects the people around you that you interact with throughout the day. Before we begin, you might want to have at least one block handy, 2 if your hamstrings and hips are on the tight side. A strap is really helpful too for our shoulder postures. You'll want to have a blanket or a cushion to prop the hips up, and it might be nice to set the mood with some relaxing essential oils.
Let's begin by coming into a comfortable seated position. This can be any version of a cross-legged pose, and you can prop your hips with a cushion or blanket so the hips are higher than the knees and the legs are relaxing out. We'll take some slow, deep breaths. The first few can be with an open mouth as you exhale. So like a big sigh, you're consciously letting go of any held tension with the out-breath. Releasing out from the body into the earth. Releasing with gravity's pull. And then keeping the mouth closed, we'll watch this smooth stream of breath moving in and out through the nose, grounding with each inhalation and staying rooted, tethered to the floor, to the earth, as you pull the exhalation up and out. And as you breathe here, we'll scan the body, noticing any places that need more attention today, noticing any emotions that are on the surface of the heart, and noticing how attentive the mind is to this instruction. So today especially, you'll want to be paying attention to the exhalations where we're most likely to let go of tension. And we can make an intention now to focus on that throughout the practice and to weave in anything you may have just noticed that might be bringing you out of balance. What can you pay attention to in your practice that will help you grow? And then we'll switch the cross of the feet, bringing the hands back together at the heart. So we'll make the inhalations and exhalations even now, using Ujjayi breath, where we constrict the throat slightly to make a whispering sound. Again, focused on grounding with the in-breath and releasing as you exhale. And now incorporating movement with the breath, we're going to spread the hands across the chest as you interlace your fingers. And we'll inhale here into the palms. And as you exhale, push the palms away and your belly moves in toward the spine. Ground as you inhale, reaching your arms up. And then exhale, releasing your hands back, interlacing the fingers behind you and opening the chest. As you exhale, the hands move back down, and we'll inhale, reaching the arms up, connecting the palms, bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Again, with these heart circles, inhale, spreading palms, inhaling into them. Exhale, pushing palms forward, pulling away with your belly. Inhale, we ground, reaching, stretching. Exhale, releasing any tension from the shoulders, stretching it out with the hands as you inhale, arms back. Exhale, releasing back down. The in-breath fills up the arms, they rise, and we exhale, hands together at the heart. And then half of this, inhaling into the palms, exhale, pushing away. Inhale, we rise, and then this time we'll exhale, pulling the belly back as the arms come forward, and inhale, lifting again. So exhale, you're rounding your spine as the palms move forward. Inhale, straightening back up. Exhale, and we'll side bend to the right, bringing your left arm up overhead alongside the ear. Inhale into the chest. And as you exhale, we'll pull the elbow down, looking toward the ground, and inhale, arm straight again, looking beyond it to the ceiling. Exhale, pulling elbow back, looking down. Inhaling, looking up again as your arm straightens. Last time, looking down as your elbow pulls back, exhaling. Inhaling, arm straight, looking up. Exhale here. And the inhalation brings the arms up and we switch, exhaling over to the left, inhaling into your chest. As you exhale, elbow pulls back, we look to the ground. Then inhale, straightening the arm again, looking beyond it. Exhale, looking down, pulling elbow back, opening your chest. Inhale, looking up. Slow, smooth, and sensual. One more time. Inhaling, arms straight. Exhale, grounding through that right hip. And inhale, both arms up again. Exhale, twisting to your right. Your left hand can move to your right knee. And inhale, back up, unwinding. Again, exhale, twist, alternating to your left now. Inhale, up. Once more on each side, exhale, twisting to your right. Inhale up, stay grounded through both sides of your hips, exhaling to your left. Inhale up. And exhale, releasing your arms down. We're going to come on to the hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And let's make some smooth circles in one direction, stirring up the energy in your pelvis and letting that wave move up into the shoulders. You can include your head and neck in this. Doing whatever feels good here as you reach into the whole volume of the body. Then we'll stretch back, child's pose. And inhale back up, looking forward with your chest through your arms. Exhale back again. Your inhalation comes, we move forward, undulating the spine, chest looks through. Exhale, pulling the belly back. This time as you inhale, we'll stand up on the knees, stretching the arms up. And as you exhale, contract your back body, bringing the elbows down, looking up. We'll inhale, stretching up again. Exhale, squeezing back body. You can open your mouth. Inhaling back up. Exhale, squeezing behind, releasing tension in your jaw. Inhale up. Your belly pulls back as we fold, child's pose. Hands sweep forward. And we'll bring our right foot with us in between the hands. If you need to be up higher to let the hips release, you can come on to blocks. And if this feels safe for your knees and ankles, since the back knee is on the ground, you can actually let the front leg with the knee come more forward. So we're feeling more into the calf and the ankle on that right side as we open up the hips. So as we hold this shape, you're inhaling into the pelvis and exhale, releasing. Now we'll tuck the back toes under, straightening that back leg, and as you exhale, fold over the front leg as it straightens. And as you inhale, we'll come back into a lunge, this time with ankle under the knee. Exhale, straightening the knee, folding. And inhale, coming back into a lunge, lifting the heart. Last time, exhale, folding as you bring the hips back, the front knee straight. Inhale, lunge. And then we'll keep the left hand under the shoulder, coming onto a block or bringing the hand to the floor. Right hand to your sacrum, and you're twisting the chest open up to the ceiling. You can let your arm rise too. Again, inhaling into the pelvis, grounding, releasing any tension as you exhale. And as you squeeze in between the shoulder blades, we're opening up the chest. As you exhale, the hand comes back down to the floor or block. And then anchoring your right hand, bringing your left foot to the ground for triangle. Left hand to your hip as we twist open to the other side. Lifting the left arm. Your torso is leaning back in line with the hips and legs. And we're focused on that steady stream of breathing. For your next exhalation, we sweep the hand down again, coming back into a lunge, lowering the back knee. We'll fill up the torso and arms as you inhale, exhaling them back down. Child's pose, pulling belly back toward the hips. And then as you inhale, you're going to reach the chest forward again and exhale, child's pose. Hands and knees as you inhale, looking forward, exhaling, child's pose. Last time, moving forward with the chest, hands and knees. Exhale, pulling the belly and hips back, child. And now we'll inhale, standing up on the knees again, stretching arms up, squeezing in between the shoulder blades, elbows and shoulders move down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, squeezing behind, lion's breath, opening the mouth. Inhaling back up. Last time, squeezing to open the front. Inhaling back up. Belly pulls back as the arms move next to the legs, child's pose. Arms sweep forward, this time left foot coming through in between the hands. And then again, you're deciding if it's appropriate to have the knee more forward of the front ankle. We're focused on the breathing, moving through the pelvis. So your belly is relaxed here, where it tends to hold when we're stressed. We don't want to be holding this first thing in the morning. Now we'll straighten the back leg and exhale, hips move back as you fold over the front leg as it straightens. Inhale, bend the knees, lunging. Exhale, pulling hips back, folding. Bend the knee, inhale, lunging, chest looking forward, gaze looking forward. Last time, exhaling back. Inhale, lunging. Right hand stays under the shoulder. We twist up to the left, up to the ceiling with the chest and arm. Staying anchored back with that right leg. Leaning the torso back, squeezing gently in between the shoulder blades to open up the heart. We exhale, sweeping hand down, adjusting for triangle, so your right foot comes down. Open up to your right, back up to the ceiling with your right chest, your gaze, and your arm. Grounding breaths through the pelvis, and do what feels good with the head and neck. next exhalation, we'll come back down into a lunge, lowering our back knee, and we'll inhale, lifting torso and arms. Exhale, folding back down. And child's pose, stretching the hips back. Next in-breath, we'll come forward again, hands and knees. Squeeze in between your shoulder blades as you exhale, inhaling back up. Exhale, squeezing, inhaling back up. Last time, squeezing in between shoulder blades. Come back up, wide in between the shoulder blades. And then setting them against the back, downward dog, we'll lift the hips, drawing the legs back. Remember, each time we're in a still shape, we're focused on the breath moving through the central channel of the body. And now on an in-breath, we're going to stretch the right leg up behind, lengthening the spine with it. And exhale, knee forward as you roll toward plank pose. And again, inhale, we'll reach the leg up behind. Exhale, knee forward. Inhale, reaching leg back up. Exhale, knee forward, this time foot through in between the hands. And we'll balance over both feet. Slowly rise up with the torso and arms. Ground through your tail. Let your chest, your heart open up. Releasing tension with your exhalations. Now we'll bring the arms down and prepare for Warrior 2. Bending the right knee over the ankle, and we're going to move in and out of this shape. So inhale, straight leg. Exhale, bending. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straight. Exhale, bend. And then we're going to float the arms up, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, focused on your breathing. Here's another opportunity to let go of tension with each out breath. And then left hand down. With your next in breath, we'll reach the right arm up, leaning back, reversed warrior. And then right forearm to the thigh, left arm alongside the ear. And as you exhale, left elbow comes down, squeezing in between the shoulder blade, looking toward the floor. Inhale, arms straight again. Exhale, squeezing, looking down. Inhale, up. You're opening your chest, looking down, stretching the neck. Inhale, arm up again. And exhale, back into a lunge. Here we'll flip that front foot, coming into pigeon. So the knee's a little outside of the hip. We'll keep the hips squared off with the front edge of the mat. And if there's a lot of space between your hip and the floor, you can place a blanket or a cushion underneath that right buttock. Again, you're aligning the hips center, opening the chest. You can even bring the hands behind you, interlacing the fingers, squeeze in between the shoulder blades to open the chest even more. You can retract your chin, lengthening the neck, and then hands come down and we'll fold over the leg. First, coming into a twist, bringing the left forearm down, right hand to your thigh, and we'll twist up to the right as you ground down through that hip. And then we'll fold forward, bringing the forehead to the forearms. Breathe into the back of the body. Grounding with each in-breath. Feeling more dense, releasing with gravity as you exhale. Now we'll come up onto the hands, removing the rotation from that front leg. back to hands and knees. And we'll make some circles in one direction with the hips, and then in the other direction. Then tucking your toes under, we'll lift up and back, downward dog. You can do what feels good here. If you need to move, if you need to adjust anything. And then with your next in-breath, we're going to reach the left leg up behind. And exhale, knee forward, rounding through plank. Inhale, leg back up. Exhale, rounding the knee forward. Last time, inhaling, leg up behind. Exhale, knee forward and foot through in between the hands. Again, make sure you have your balance and you're lifting your pelvic floor slightly before you lift the torso and arms. Now you can bend your elbows out to the side this time, making some circles, some rotations in the shoulders. And then left hand to the thigh, right arm moves back as you come into Warrior Two. Again, inhaling the leg straight, exhale, bending it. Inhaling straight, exhale, bending. Inhale straight, exhale, bend. And then we're going to reach the arms out, finding Warrior Two, doing what feels good with the head and neck. So we don't want tension to pool in the shoulders and in the neck. And then back arm down, reversed warrior, inhaling. Exhale, left forearm to the thigh, right arm alongside the ear. And exhale the elbow down, opening the chest, looking toward the ground. Inhale, straighten the arm, looking beyond it. Exhale, squeeze, look down. Inhale, straighten. Last time, exhale, squeezing and looking down. Inhale, we'll straighten the arm. And back down into a lunge. Flipping the front leg for pigeon. Ground through both sides of the hips. Propping the left buttock if the hips are raised. And then again, we'll stay up for a little bit, opening the chest. Again, you can bring your hands back, and they're just next to your hips, interlacing the fingers behind. Or maybe this time you can layer the hands behind your head, retracting your chin, opening up the elbows. This feels really good if you're on your computer a lot. And then we'll bring the right forearm down, left hand to your thigh, slowly twist up to the left. And then we'll fold forward, again, forehead to forearms. Breathe into the back body. Energy flows where your attention goes. And in Chinese medicine, we believe that when there is pain, when there is discomfort, our qi, our energy is blocked in that area. So our breath and our attention can help us open up from the inside. Now we'll slowly remove the rotation, coming back to the hands and knees. We'll make some circles with the hips. And then again, squeezing in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, straightening. Squeeze in between the shoulder blades. Inhale, straighten. And now our chest comes all the way down to the ground. As we prepare for a locust pose, we'll interlace the fingers behind us. Raise the elbows, raise your shoulders away from the floor. Let your arms pull your chest away. Your chin moves back, your head floats up. Let your body rock as you breathe. Slow, fluid, sensual here. You're riding the wave of the breath. And now we're going to bring the right elbow out to the side to open up the right chest. Our left hand will come to the floor. You'll twist up to the left, lifting your left hip. If you have more mobility, you can bring your left foot to the floor behind you. Several deep breaths, and then we'll slowly come out, back onto the belly, switching the arms. So left elbow bending straight out from the shoulder with your palm down. Right hand comes to the floor. We'll stack the hips. And again, we can bring the right foot behind you, lifting the knee if you have the mobility. If you feel like your head is tilted at a weird angle, you could place a blanket or a cushioned block under the head. You're breathing into your chest and neck, shoulder. Slowly come out, back down to the belly. And now we're going to bring the hands a little forward and wider than the shoulders, letting our elbows bend. And we're going to squeeze in between the shoulder blades again. This is so good for the back body and the neck. And then we're going to rise up as you straighten the elbows and exhale, roll down. Inhale, undulating up. Exhale, down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, folding down. Inhaling up, maybe a little higher with the hands closer. And then we'll turn the head gently from side to side, keeping your shoulders down away from the ears with your elbows bent. Slowly come down. And then we'll come into locust pose, this time interlacing the fingers behind. Lift the chest, lift the legs. Again, letting your body rock as you breathe. With your next exhalation, slowly come down, bringing your hands next to your chest. We'll push up, inhaling, hands and knees. And exhale, downward dog. Now opening up your feet about the width of the mat, we're going to walk the hands back. Let your knees bend but stay over the ankles so your thighs are parallel to the floor. Keep reaching the arms forward and slowly round up, rolling the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. Then we'll rotate one foot at a time, one direction and then the other. And then we'll come back into a lifted squat with our thighs parallel and alternate bringing one shoulder forward at a time, twisting gently with the spine, keeping the legs open and hips opening. Then hands to the ground, we'll bring the knees to the ground, slowly coming down to sit with the soles of the feet together, knees out in Baddha Konasana. You can hold on to the feet, pulling torso, chest up, and fold forward, letting your elbows come to the inner calves, sending the shoulders down away from the ears, Breathe into the back of the pelvis, which is opening strongly here, as well as the pelvic floor. And then we'll come up, inhaling. And let's reach the left leg out, and our right foot comes into the inner left thigh. We'll lengthen the spine and twist to the right. Then folding inside your left hip, we'll bring the elbows bent, hands layered behind the head. So you're side bending to the left over that straight left leg. Accessing the right ribs. And then we'll come up, twist in toward that left leg and fold forward. So you could have a strap around the foot or just hold on to any part of the leg that you can reach. So the leg, the foot, whatever is accessible. Rising up with your in-breath, we'll switch the legs. So right leg reaching out, left leg bending with the sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Lengthen the spine before you twist to the left. And then deep fold in your right hip, bringing the elbow down, left elbow up, hands behind the head to continue opening the chest. You're breathing into the left lung, feeling the ribs widen, creating more space for the breath. Let's come up, unwinding from this open twist, and then you'll turn toward that right leg, folding over it. And we're not struggling to reach the leg. Just hold on where you can and fold. Might feel good to inhale the chest and head up for a bit and then fold down. Or you can continue to undulate in a vinyasa, a movement with the breath. And then we'll rise up, inhaling. We'll slowly turn, coming down all the way to the ground with your back body. Ankles under the knees, preparing for bridge pose. And we'll do it with robot arms. So with your fingertips pointed up, back of the arms down, we'll lift the hips and chest. Squeezing in between the shoulder blades to open more through the chest. Then we're going to move in a vinyasa here. So when you're ready, we'll undulate down. Your arms can come up overhead as you lower. And then we'll press the back of the arms down again, inhaling chest and hips up. Exhaling arms up overhead, hips down. Inhaling back up, pushing down through the arms. Inhale, reaching. Push-pull action here. And then we're going to bring our block under the sacrum. So it's just fine with it being in the lowest position. If you have a lot of space, you can experiment with putting the block in the middle position. You could turn the head from side to side, making sure there's no tension there. If you'd like, you can stretch the legs up to the ceiling as you keep your hips moving forward. So you're keeping the sacrum rooted in order to balance here. And we can rotate the ankles as we're letting energy move down from the feet into the hips. continue to move the breath slow, even, and deep. And then we'll slowly bring the feet down, lifting the hips to remove the block. And now we'll bring the right knee into the chest, holding on behind the thigh. You can straighten the leg to the ceiling, or place a strap around the foot first. You can also hold on to the big toe with your first and middle finger, and then lengthening out the left leg. You're going to reach the right leg out to the side, and your left hand is anchoring the left hip down. Your whole left leg is pushing down. You might feel a release in the side of that left hip. Then as you exhale, the leg comes up as the belly comes in, and we'll come into half happy baby pose, holding on to the strap or to the foot. Again, we're keeping the left hip anchored down with your hand. Let the belly swell with each in-breath. Bringing the left foot to the ground, allowing the knee to bend. You're going to cross the right ankle over the left thigh up by the knee. You could hold on over the legs to the knee or thread your right arm through. It may feel good to rock from side to side, letting go in the neck as well. Let go in the feet. And then we'll unwind, keeping the left leg in. And you can interlace the fingers behind that thigh before straightening the leg. Or again, you can connect with the strap around that foot, or hold on with the first and middle finger to the big toe. Right leg lengthens out in front. We'll open the leg out to the side, out to the left. Keep your right hand down to your hip or stretch it straight out from the shoulder. When you're ready to bring the leg up, do so with the exhalation, and then we'll bend the knee, half happy baby. Keep that right thigh moving down toward the ground. Mind is watching what is unfolding here. Let's come into eye of the needle pose. Left ankle crosses. Hug in the right leg. Rocking side to side. And then finding stillness again. Right foot down, uncross both legs. We can windshield wiper the knees from side to side, loosening up around the junction of the low back and sacrum. Again, you can send this wave up into the shoulders and neck. You may want to hug yourself with your arms one direction, and then switch the cross of the arms with the other on top. And we'll move the shoulders down away from the ears, making sure there's plenty of space in the neck. And slowly we'll lengthen out the legs, keeping them a little wider than the hips for Shavasana. Here you can scan the body from head to toe, consciously relaxing along the way. And then once the body is feeling at rest, at ease, we'll notice the spaciousness of your heart. Maybe your emotions now are feeling more neutral, more toward equanimity. And the mind remains watchful in this very simple moment. Just watching the breath ebb and flow. And feeling all the ease that is carried with the breath. And we feel that ease and spaciousness in the body, in the heart, and in the mind. When you're ready, we'll deepen our breathing. Lengthen the arms up overhead and stretch the legs out long in front. And then we can circle the arms down and hug our knees into our chest. And here you can rock forward and back or side to side, massaging along the spine and perking up your attention. And we'll slowly come up to sit. Your eyes closed, but letting all your other sense organs perk up. And finding a balance of inner and outer awareness. We'll bring our hands together at the heart. Honor the essence within yourself. Namaste.
I hope you're feeling more ease in your body, heart, and mind. Please let me know how much you enjoyed this practice by commenting below, liking the video, and subscribing if you want to receive more holistic healthcare advice. I have more to offer, such as my free stress-relieving acupressure guide, which you could pick up in the description below, and check out these other 2 videos that can support you in your holistic health.